My dear students of second year BCom, you are most welcome to YouTube channel of our college. And in my previous classes, I had discussed about letters of application, letters of inquiry, letters of placing orders for goods and services. Now, once again, I wish to bring to your kind notice about a change of the syllabus of our university. In the past, in the beginning, I told you that writing skills contained letter of application, letter of inquiry, placing order, and business correspondence, banking correspondence, and etc. and others. But now you have different kinds of letters prescribed for the third semester and also for the fourth semester. For the third semester, there is a change in the syllabus. Actually, you might have come to know, and I hope that you had already purchased the book called Practicing Communication Skills. Hope that. Have you got this book? Practicing Communication Skills, meant for third and fourth semester. So, I hope that if not, you have to purchase this book. And before that, in the textbook actually, we have paragraph writing this time for third semester, and expansion of proverbs, followed by official letters, speeches, introduction of guests, welcome speech, and soft skills, etc., and how to face interview. So, these are the few things which have been prescribed for the third semester of BCom students and also for BA and BSc. And that is why it is my kind suggestion, better purchase this book as early as possible before coming to the class. Now, my dear students, we shall come back to our prescribed syllabus, official letters. What do you mean by official letter? A letter, remember, it is the oldest form of communication skill of our life. Before the advent of telephone, we had relied only on communicative skills, particularly writing letters. There are two kinds of writing letters. One is a formal letter, another one is an informal letter. What is informal letter and what is a formal letter? For corresponding with our higher authorities or heads of the departments or those who are in higher position in the walks of life, to know, to get information, to inform them, to complain them. So, for that we are going to write in the form of a letter. For that there is a fixed pattern how to write, and you have to state it clearly, your purpose, your reasoning, and why you are writing the letter to such a person. You have to put it in a very formal way, and even the language is very formal, very clear, and up to and with the brevity and everything. Whereas informal letter means writing to your kith and kin, your friends, your relatives, etc. That is why the language, even the length of the letter also varies. For example, the language is very cordial, and you need not follow any kind of official etiquette. And for example, if you are writing to your sister, my dear brother, my dear father, mother, my dear friend, like that in informal letters. Whereas even the language is very colloquial, very jovial, with emotions, with the feelings and all other things which are very near to your heart, you are going to state in the informal letters. But while writing an official letter, you must be very careful. Your language must be viewed by others, and there must be a fixed pattern how to write. And what are the other etiquettes, what are the other formalities that you have to follow, and even there must be actually a brevity, clarity, clear, and dexterity, everything must be followed while writing a formal letter for official correspondence. For example, see, in the official letter there is a fixed pattern, whereas it is not so in the informal letters. Even to whom you are going to write and why you are writing, it may vary from one page to several pages in informal letters. But While writing a formal letter, it must be very clear, and the brevity and very short, very compact and well designed words must be used while writing a formal letter, because it is going to be scrutinized, examined, observed, read by people who are above our position, and your language must very up to the point. You must not beat about the bush. Remember, you must not say that this and that like that. It must be very clear, and it has a standard format. What is that format? I told you in the beginning only, almost all the letters, because of the influence of computers, internet, begins from the left side margin only. It is not a indented letter, it is a blank style. So, you have to start everything from the left side margin only. And in the beginning, you see that what you have to do, you must write, see, sender's address at the top end of the letter, and on your left side, just adjacent to the margin, you must write sender's address. Okay. It is followed by date line. Date line, again I will show you how to write a sender's address, how to write a date line. Okay. Next, date line is followed by inside address, to whom you are going to address. The person who is going to receive your letter must be mentioned here after date line. So, okay, it is followed by salutation, dear sir, dear madam, respected sir. So, okay, salutation with politeness. Okay. It is followed by, and actually subject line. You see, it is called subject line, not more than a paragraph. It must be very in few words, and why you are writing, what is your purpose, what is the reason of writing a letter must be mentioned, must be stated in few words only, not more than a short sentence. Okay. Then it is followed by body of the letter. Remember friends, in the body of the letter there must be three paragraphs, short paragraphs. There must be first paragraph, it is the initial introduction. Why you are going to write based on the subject you have stated in the subject line. Understood? Because here you have mentioned in a very short sentence the subject, the purpose of writing a letter. It is going to be explained in the form of introduction in the introductory paragraph in three lines, maximum 4 lines. Then leave a line space from top to below after in the next paragraph. Then in the second paragraph in the actual detailed explanation of the subject mentioned in the subject line and also in the introduction. Understood? And actually it is about 5 to 6 lines, not more than 6 lines. It is my sincere advice to you. And last paragraph, and there must be a hope, and you are going to say that, and if it is given earlier, if your letter is going to be responded by the authority, concerned authority, and how you are going to receive, and if there are any opinion, your personal opinion or any suggestion or other solutions that you have to state in the last paragraph. It is about 3 to 4 lines, maximum 4 lines. Okay. So, this is the way body of letter must contain about 3 small paragraphs. And last thing after the body of letter is called what you call complimentary clause. Thank you sir, thank you madam, like that, and yours faithfully, yours sincerely. It is called complimentary clause. You have to compliment the concerned authority, like that. And lastly, your signature. Remember, all these things must start from the left side margin only. Even after yours sincerely, yours faithfully, it is followed by signature. And even sometimes today's present scenario, you have after signature in bracket your name in full, actually in block letters, and followed by email ID also. So, this is what you call an etiquette of a formal letter. Okay. Now, you are going to write a letter to your principal requesting your study certificate. Why you want study certificate, friends? In order to apply for a scholarship, in order to apply for higher studies, after the completion of your graduation, you wish to apply for the PG courses in Kuvempu University or in other universities, and also for a bank loan, and also to get some actually other for example, your caste certificate, income certificate, and also apply for some other ration card, for even for driving licenses. You want study certificate for where you studied, so that at the time you are going to write a letter to the principal of your college requesting study certificate. And look at the actually the format I have written here on the board. First of all, I told you sender's address. Sender's address, that is your address, and you have to mention your name and your residential address where you are staying, and followed by street and the locality area and your village or taluka other place, and it is followed by what you call a date line. See, even in the sender's address, my dear friends, you are observing, I hope that I have not mentioned from. There are two addresses that you are viewing here, first one and second one, sender's address, receivers, sender's address or inside address. Look at these two addresses. When there are two addresses on the letter, you need not mention from and to, you have to avoid it, because first, if there are two addresses, first one stands for sender's address or from address, and there is no need of writing from. Okay, next. And even here it is understood, after from address there must be a person to receive a letter, that is a receiver's address, and there also you need not mention to. So, okay, and that is why you have to avoid using from and to, but only your addresses must reflect to whom you are writing. Okay, in between two addresses you have to write date line. See, DMY, date, month, year. At the same time, you must not say like this, date. It is understood that 20 followed by June followed by year, it is nothing but date line. Then what is the necessity of writing date again? Avoid such things, and straight away must put this date, and followed by month in full. That is why, because to avoid spelling mistake or some other things, just to keep actually while writing in examination just June, July or May, like that. Okay, for examination's sake. While you are writing to some other important persons in higher positions, there you require to mention the name of the full month in full, and followed by year, like this. Okay, after date line, it is a to address. See, the principal, SGRC College, Shivamogga, and pin code. So, okay, and one more thing that you have to bring to your kind notice. Have you observed any comma full stop here in the sender's address or in the date line or in the to address, if not for abbreviation? No such abbreviation. What do you call? See, open punctuation letters. Almost all the modern day letters are actually open punctuation letters. You need not use any comma full stop here. After each line, see Ravindra, see, not necessarily, need not use any full stop or comma here, followed by number, because it's a short form. Only for abbreviated words or short forms, you have to use abbreviations or punctuation. First 4, 5, 6. Again, see, you need not use a comma here. Fifth main, you see, Shardanagar, Shivamogga, see, I not use any comma full stop here. Open punctuation. Again here, 20 June and 2020. Even I have avoided using a 20th. If it is a 21st, see, even if it is 21st, you see 21. While pronouncing, remember, while pronouncing you say 21st June. While writing, not necessarily, don't use any abbreviation, TH, ND, RD, ST, like that. Very simple. Because of advent of computer, writing letters becomes so easy, so flexible. Unlike the past traditional letters, there you have to use all these things as a formality. Okay, next, It is followed by, here also you see the principal, no comma, SGRC because abbreviated letters, and college, Shivamogga, and just pin code, that is all. And after that, dear sir, no, see, no colon here. Salutation, dear sir stands for salutation, dear sir, dear madam, respected sir, are all actually very cordial, very polite way of addressing persons who are just above in position. Okay, not dear sir, it is followed by subject. Most of the students that what they commit sub SVB means what? That is why subject full in word subject. See, request for study certificate. I told you in the beginning only, you are writing a letter to the head of the institution where you studied, requesting for study certificate, and you are going to mention what is the policy, why you want it, for what purpose you want it, and where you are going to use it. All these things must be mentioned in the body of the letters. Okay, okay, friends. Now, after the etiquette, after the formalities of the beginning, and we shall move on to the body of the letter. As I told you that there must be at least 3 parts in the body of the letter. First one introduction, second one explanation, last one hoping for the best in a very short form. So, in the subject line you have mentioned, I had mentioned request for study certificate. Now, you want study certificate to apply for your actually PG course. I have stated very clearly in few words. See that I was the student of your esteemed college and completed my BCom graduation during 2018-19. In order to apply for PG course in Kuvempu University, I have to enclose my study certificate. See, very clear, it is very certain, very apt why you want it, your purpose of actually requiring a study certificate. It is followed by in detail. See that, sir, in the admission notice of the university, it is clearly stated that a study certificate must be enclosed along with the application. I left. I visited the college last week and now collected my marks card, but I forgot to apply for the study certificate. Hence, I am requesting your good self to issue me the study certificate. Okay, and why you visited your college and along with other credentials, for example, study certificate, benefit certificate or character certificate, marks card, TC, but unfortunately you forgot to apply for a study certificate. So now it is really required for you. So you are writing, and you have mentioned here in the second paragraph. Okay, then after this it's enough. You need not write too many words, too many paragraphs. In 1 or 2 paragraphs it must be finished off. In the last line, you see, I hope that my humble request will be fulfilled soon or immediately. Maybe in 1 line, your request will be fulfilled by your college where you studied, and the requirement will be supplied, will be provided by the concerned authorities on time. Okay, this is what an official letter must have. You see, even look at the sentences, look at the words. I have not gone beyond the specific idea, specific reason, specific purpose. And beating about the bush is not necessarily. Using other jargon must be avoided. Okay, and after that, complimentary clause. We shall come back to the last part of the letter. You see, now after this, thank you. Leave a line space between 2 paragraphs. At least leave a line space. That is the format. That is it looks, because you are going to get attention of the concerned authorities because of your brevity, clarity, texture and how you are going to present, because your language must attract the attention of the concerned authorities. So, your language must be veiled, remember. Similarly here, thank you. It's a polite way, because politeness is a source of motivation, or to get your work done by the concerned authority. The way you are going to approach your polite language, your beautiful language, simple words, because your letter must not induce or tempt the authorities to refer to dictionaries. It's okay. No, your language must be very simple. Okay, thank you. After again leave a line space. After each paragraph, leave a line space. So, even after second paragraph, leave a line space. Lastly, now I hope that, see, now my humble request will be fulfilled. Last paragraph, last line. Again, leave a line space. Thank you. Again, leave a line space. And finally, complimentary close. See, yours faithfully. See that even today I have been observing most of the students, most of the applicants are committing mistake by using a apostrophe after your and yes, yours. See, it is utterly, and even always I have been insisting upon it. It is called only one word. You must not use apostrophe after your and yes. It is a one word, yours. You must not use any apostrophe. See, yours faithfully. Yours one word, faithfully another word, followed by signature, followed by in the bracket, in bracket your name in capitals. Okay, even if it is required, you have to mention your while in day to day life, in real life situation, while writing or applying or writing to some authorities, then you can also use your email address also, email ID also. Okay, after you have the signature, after the name in capitals, followed by email ID and phone number. These are few things that you have to follow while writing a letter, particularly an official letter. It's okay. I hope that you have got my points and you are going to see for refer the given see, so there are some at least 4 or 5 letters have been given in your textbook. Please follow them, look at them and practice them. See, practicing, say, writing a letter, that comes by good education. Your letter must actually your letter is going to reflect your good education. Your language reflects your personality. It's okay, your character, and because your handwriting. Actually, some office you cannot always get this your letter in the form for DTP. Sometimes you are required to write in your own handwriting. Your handwriting also must reflect your character, as Gandhi said, Mahatma Gandhi said. Your language, your handwriting. That's why follow this actually etiquette, this format while writing a letter to the authorities of concerned departments, or to the minister, to the prime minister, chief minister, or to the heads of your institutions, high school, college. And I hope that you are going to refer to the examples given in your textbook. Okay, I hope that you understood. Thank you very much.